one voice getting through to people all the time. This sanitized message, you know, pay your taxes, be a good boy, and vote every time there's an election, and all will be good. This is what we have. Are you saying, I know you're not saying this, but I'm going to ask you anyway, I know you're not really saying this, that it's kind of hopeless when people are kind of attached to, like an umbilical cord, attached to the media, attached to TV and radio that's owned by the mob. How do you break people out of that?
It's being broken. You just can't. They just had a Gallup poll in America. America's confidence in the mainstream media is at an historic low. So people are tuning into you. They're tuning into others. We need a solidified movement to change the course. And whether it's the five-star movement in Italy, whether it's the AfD movement in Germany, whether it's the Freedom Party in Austria, we need to break up the duopolies. And the message is populist. And what the mainstream media is doing, it's categorizing populists as right-wing fanatics because they do not want to be slaves in the centralized slavelandia governments of multinationals and their slave owners. So to me, the new parties are the way of the future, but ones that are truly populist and not populist like the Trump campaign in America or some of the other ones like the Podemos party in Spain, where they have elements of it, but they're not true to it.
Like Syriza in Greece, like we saw, which we predicted.
Oh, what a piece of crap.
You and me, by the way, I don't put myself on the same level as you. I'm not an idiot. I've never done that. I mentioned when we were down, folks should go to trendsresearch.com. This man has been calling it accurately for years and years. And I wouldn't ever compare myself to you. But you and I, and maybe David Icke, were the only people screaming when Alexis Tsipras became Prime Minister of Greece. We were the only ones saying this is going to end in disaster. People couldn't see it, Gerald.
Look at that slimy little boy. Again, I can't stand these little boys with their attitude that couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag. And they talk tough. They're not men. There's not a man among them. This is the little clown after 64% of the, ironically, where the seeds of democracy were sown, Greece voted against austerity. And that little boy said, screw you. Your vote doesn't count.
Yeah.
I'm going to shove austerity down your throat because I'm a little suck-up slave to the higher-ups and I want to stay in office.
You can't believe that he's not running down the street screaming as he's being chased by an angry mob.